22-3711A8 for consultation with legal counsel. We'll read into that when we get to that point. And the third amendment is to add under unfinished business, and we'll do that when we have a closed session, so that'll become A of unfinished business, to amend contract amendment for development. I have a second to the motion. Second. Any discussion? Mr. Day?
Aye.
Mr. Metzger? Aye. Mr. Sullivan?
Aye.
Approval of the agenda as amended. Second. I don't know whose vote that is, it's not mine. It's not mine. It's like coming from right next to it. Okay. I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as amended. Do I have any discussion? Okay, but this way. Bill Sullivan? Okay.
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the minutes for January 6, 2021 work session and January 2021 regular meeting.
So 20 minutes didn't go out. I'm only halfway through now for January 20th, but January 6th one went out.
Okay.
Motion to approve
Just the,
January 6th.
got it. Second,
Sorry.
any discussion?
Aye.
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 Council member announcements. Mr. Devitt, I'll start with you.
Just it's very beginning stages of putting together a budget.
Turn your mic on.
Is it?
Okay, thank you. It's the very beginning stages of putting together a budget, which will be gathered fresh out here from the department and submitted to Rob and Lisa. And the budget should be, a draft should be presented to council by April the 1st. And also we have some rough revenue and expenditures that we will be going over, and Mayor Schick and I will be meeting with Lisa on Friday to discuss those.
Mr. Montague?
Rob and I had a very informative meeting at Public Works last week. I will say to you that it's a formidable assignment. I'm looking forward to becoming more informed and bringing before this council, hopefully what will be proposals for long-term and doable solutions to water, sewage, and stormwater management.
Oh, excuse me. The school started back yesterday, and they're on the hybrid, and it will go into phases where hopefully all students are in by March 15th. It is a 4-day week, and like A goes this week and B will go next week. And I did not have a chance to talk to Dr. Turner today, but things seemed to go well yesterday from what I did hear. So
Good, that's exciting. Ms. Sullivan?
I have no announcements.
Mr. Peters?
The only one I have is just an update on the clinic operations and the COVID vaccines. Right now, the Guadalupe Clinic today, as of yesterday, have administered over 500 doses. So most of those are first shot vaccines for 1A and 1B folks. Confirmed between both Guadalupe and the Three Rivers Health District that Three Rivers is providing a list of folks that have registered on the when it was a Three Rivers website, now it's the Virginia website, that they have taken that database and they're releasing those names to the Guadalupe Clinic based on the number of vaccines that they expect the clinic to get. So early on in the process, they got a few more vaccines because there was a lot of pressure to get all the faculty done and the teachers at the school. Now they're averaging about 50 vaccines a week in what's coming into the clinic. So until that number goes up, we have the limited list that Three Rivers has given us to associate with those 50 doses. The clinic is trying to take those names and prioritize them based on age and/or occupation. So our first responders and the teachers and some of the essential workers were the first ones to get vaccines, but they're continuing to work through it. And as I look at it, I don't know how you could manage it any better to make it any more equitable than what it is. Mr. Carrington does have a list of some Colonial Beach residents that are also have been patients of his there at the clinic, and folks that are in the 80 category age range. He has merged with Three Rivers, so if a Three Rivers, a Westmoreland County person doesn't show up, he's calling folks in off that standby list. And Saturday, we saw that happen with a lot of folks from Westmoreland that declined to drive in the cold, icy weather. And so we got actually quite a few Colonial Beach residents in, and this is really, I think the success of this is that we have such great people in the town that are doing the volunteer work. I see John and Eileen here. John and Eileen were both going icicles off their heads on Saturday out there. So we appreciate, and I know Lance appreciates it, and the people that are getting the vaccines appreciate the volunteers that are helping push this through, and I think that's been great.
Thank you for your work on that. I think they're transitioning to the community center for that effort.
That's what they're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking to try to do that Saturday, so we'll get with Lance and see how to set that up. We did an indoor one in Warsaw yesterday. That I may be able to help give them some planning ideas of how to make the flow go in there without jeopardizing people.
Sure. Thank you. Between the last meeting and this meeting, I lost my grandfather, and so I really want to thank all the council members for stepping up into their liaison positions, because they have really been strong, and I think that shows just from some of the announcements tonight. This is a team effort, and it's working as a team, and I appreciate that from each of them. And so just as an update, even with that, I had met with staff several times. I've met with Public Works, with Tom, and with Mr. Cabry on planning stuff, still even among that. But so I don't have any particular announcement, except that I just really thankful to the staff and to the council members that all their support for that. And I'm gonna make it through this meeting. I'm gonna do that. All right, next up is presentations. Mr. Trivett? That's you, Tim.